Hi, Steve Smith here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my history with Sonor drums. I started playing Sonor drums in 1977. At the time, I was recording and touring with Jean-Luc Ponty, and he had asked me to get a large double bass drum set. I was playing a small jazz kit at the time, and he felt as though the music needed a more powerful sounding drum set. And I also think for the look that he was going for. And I had been checking out Sonor drums over the last couple of years. At that point, a couple of my favorite drummers were playing Sonor, Jack DeJohnette, and at the time, Bernard Purdie was playing Sonor drums. And I just loved the sound of their drums. So I was able to hook up with the US distributor of Sonor, which was in the Boston area at the time. And I bought myself a set with two 24-inch bass drums, 3 rack toms, 2 floor toms, much larger drum sizes than my current configuration. Now in those years, Sonor was a difficult company to get with as an endorser, so I ended up, I think for the first 3 or 4 years, buying my drum sets before I worked my way up to be what they call an A-level endorser, where they're providing the drums for me. But those first years I ended up buying the drums and being very satisfied with the sound and the feel. So in 1977 I got my first kit. It was a really pretty big kit, two 24-inch bass drums, a similar configuration of this, 3 rack toms. They were much bigger, 2 floor toms. But I ended up using that kit for over 3 years. I used it on the Jean-Luc Ponty record, Enigmatic Ocean. And then the following year I toured with Ronnie Montrose, and we were the opening act for Journey, and then that led to me becoming a band member of Journey in late 1978, and in '79 I used that same kit on Evolution, the first Journey record that I played on. And through the years I ended up buying a couple of more Sonor drum sets, and eventually worked my way up to being an A-level endorser. Really, I love the sound of the drums. That's the most fundamental part. I love the sound of the drums. And there was something about the sound of the drums and the way the drums felt as they sat on the hardware, felt very secure. And the cymbal stands in all the hardware is made in such a high quality manner that I've just always enjoyed, the hardware and the drums themselves. So throughout the years, I've stayed with Sonor because I've identified my sound with the Sonor sound. Really as simple as that.